Everyone says REST API, but few actually understand it. Let's break it down properly. Everyone says REST API. It's in every job description, every interview, every tech conversation, but few people actually understand what it means. Let's break it down in a way that sticks. REST stands for Representational State Transfer. Big words, simple concept. A REST API is how a client and server communicate using HTTP. The client sends a request, the server sends back a response. That's it at its core. The magic is in the HTTP methods. There are 4 main ones you must know. Get fetches data, like loading your Instagram feed. Post creates new data, like posting a new photo. Put updates existing data, like editing your bio. Delete removes data, like deleting a post. These 4 methods handle almost everything. Let's see this in action with a real API. Imagine a user management system. Get/users gives you all users. Get/user/1 gives you user with ID 1. Post/users creates a new user. Put/user/1 updates that user. Delete/user/1 removes them. Clean, predictable, standard. Let me show you how simple it is to build one with Express.js. A few lines of code and you have a working API. The routes match the HTTP methods. Each endpoint does exactly one thing. That's REST. Simple and organized. REST has important principles. First, it's stateless. Every request contains all the info needed. The server doesn't remember previous requests. Second, resources are identified by URLs. Third, responses are usually JSON. These principles make APIs scalable and predictable. You also need to know HTTP status codes. 200 means OK, request succeeded. 201 means created, new resource made. 400 means bad request, client sent wrong data. 404 means not found. 500 means server error. Interviewers love testing status codes. In interviews, they check if you understand the real-world system flow. Don't just say the definitions. Explain how data flows from a mobile app to the server and back. Mention HTTP methods, mention stateless nature, mention JSON. That's what impresses them. Think about Instagram. When you open the app, it calls get to fetch your feed. When you like a post, it calls post to save that like. When you edit your profile, it calls put. When you delete a story, it calls delete. Every app you use is calling REST APIs behind the scenes. So REST API is simply client-server communication using HTTP methods. Get, post, put, delete. That covers most of it. Comment API if you want a backend roadmap. Follow Code in 60 for more.